Sophie, and the project was called Little Magical Experiments. And it was a project looking at kind of what families wanted next after the pandemic and the link between the digital projects that we've been running throughout the year and live performance. So the project before the investment fund was just an ambition. It wasn't like a reality. So then obviously we kind of had lots of plans, but we weren't able to actually action them. So the investment fund enabled us to do a bit of research, talk to families, find out what they wanted, and then put some things into action. We ran some online sessions for families, about 15 sessions, and we were sort of asking parents what they were after, what sort of activities they would like for their children. And what we kind of found out was that they really did miss theatre, and they actually missed the live experience. And as much as the sort of online stuff was kind of good at the time, they still felt like it was a filler for them. So what they really wanted was for us to make a show. And it was also great to speak to the NPOs as well and find out sort of what they were aiming for after the pandemic and where their kind of vision was, and thinking about how that might align with what our vision is as well. We worked with the Barbican Theatre, and to be honest, we met with them every week throughout this whole time period, so it was a lot more hands-on than I imagined it to be, because at the beginning I was like, oh, it might be a couple of meetings, it might be a couple of sessions, but we worked with James Woodhams from the Barbican Theatre, and he's helped us to shape our research into a report, which he's actually writing up for us at the moment, and that's obviously something that we don't internally have the skills to do, and it wouldn't be my first thought. I would never have thought, oh yeah, I'll put my practice into a report. But obviously that's going to be massively useful to kind of prove our case and the need in the city. I think professionally, it's helped me kind of realise that I can ask for support, because usually we do just kind of crack on with things, make stuff happen. We don't necessarily reach out to the national portfolio organisations and say, hang on a second, can you help us do what we do? So I'd say that's definitely the top one. I think partnership working, so starting to think about those other art forms that exist in the city, thinking about how we might link up in the future, especially kind of art and energy, thinking about like how we're responsible for the impact on the world, things like that. That's definitely made me think about what our impact is as kind of theatre makers. Yeah, it's just been a really great boost during a really difficult year.